Hello, Libra. Happy birthday to us. This is our tarot reading for the month of October 2015, our birthday month. Most of October is in the month of Libra until October 23rd. So, we're already in the month of Libra. It starts usually by September 23rd. And I'm going to be very interested to see what's coming up for us this month. Now, I want to thank everybody. Okay, so I forgot to put my mic on. I hope you can hear me now. This is our birthday month. I'm a Libra. I was born October 18th. So, Libras, this is our month. Oops. Okay, this was the judgment card. And what I was saying before I put my headset on, this is the month of Libra. I'm very interested to see what happens, seeing that I am a Libra as well. Also, if this is your ascendant sign, it's going to also be very relevant. Ace of Pentacles tried to pop out here. I want to thank everybody who's been subscribing to my channel, liking my Facebook page, and getting readings from me. It's been an honor and a pleasure to help so many people. Also, keep in mind that there's a Mercury retrograde going on. This didn't quite. This is Four of Pentacles. And so while Mercury retrograde is going on, issues from the past will surface again. There will be a replay or revisiting of old issues, maybe an ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend. Plans that you thought were well made or organized will go a little haywire. So it's not, usually during Mercury retrograde, it's not a good time to sign a contract or make any type of formal agreement. What do you, oh, Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles has been showing up a lot in our reading so far. Whew. Okay. I'm going to shuffle for just a minute more. Whoa, the devil. As I shuffle, I do want to acknowledge my spirit guide and your spirit guides and thank them for the wisdom and clarity that we will receive from this reading. So as I'm shuffling, even though this is a delayed video, you should sort of think, Libras, on the answers that you're seeking as I shuffle the cards. Okay. No cards actually jumped out here, which is strange for us. They've been jumping out all over the place for the other signs. All right, are you ready? Here we go. First card, Four of Cups. Seven of Swords. This showed up, I think it showed up for Virgo or Leo. I'm not. The Hermit in reverse. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. This is a good card. Hard at work, working on projects. Seven of Wands. Now, depending on the circumstances, this being in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse might not be a bad thing. Sun in reverse. Eight of Cups. We're heading into the future now. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Judgment. Okay. All right. Libras. One of the first things that I want to point out is that major arcana cards can determine the framework of the story here. And we have three major arcana cards that are helping us tell the story. We have the Hermit in reverse, the Sun in reverse, and then Judgment. And the Hermit, when it's upright, when the Hermit is upright, it means withdrawing from the physical world, being alone, and seeking spiritual guidance, seeking spiritual wisdom, actively looking. And the interesting thing is these wands are important in our spread because we have this Seven of Wands reverse. You see this young man holding the wand. He's in reverse too with the Hermit. Seven of Wands is overcoming obstacles, standing your ground, having faith in yourself. But you see this young man using the wand to take on all these other six wands. This is a young man fighting fire with fire, so to speak. This power is reversed. Now, when the wand is upright, you see this man, this person walking away with the wand. That maybe they're walking away from a fight. And the interesting thing about Eight of Cups is that it can mean leaving something behind to search for more spiritual meaning. Walking away, it definitely means leaving those cups behind. Delaying emotional fulfillment. Cups means emotion. And maybe we need to delay emotional fulfillment on a particular issue and take a time out. So we don't do it here in the past, and we don't do it here in the present, I think. We don't take on this wand. We don't take the wand in our hands here. We're not owning up to our own decisions and our own actions. We're not looking at what we need to do. But in the future, it seems like we will do that. It just means that we just need to walk away. We don't need to fight it. And we're not necessarily withdrawing and being alone. It just means that we need to walk away from the situation completely. That is interesting. So this Hermit card is significant. Now the Sun is in reverse, and the Sun is such a powerful card that even when it's in reverse, it can still mean that there's still some positivity here. There's still some good, but there's not going to be happiness just yet. And maybe this has a lot to do with our work situation. But then we go into the Judgment card. That our decisions that we've been making here, especially here, all of this is leading up to a major decision or a major event that is going to change our lives. and give us a new rebirth. Judgment card, you see the people being resurrected. They're coming back to life. And I think that is, when you look at it that way, it is positive. But it also means Judgment Day, where we face up to all the decisions that we've made. And based on the decisions we've made, that can be either good or bad outcome. But the Judgment card always brings a reconciling and a resolution, permanent resolution. So going back to these first 3 cards, there's no withdrawing here. We have unhappiness, we have secrets, and a little bit of duplicity. Now, this can mean hiding secrets, looking out for your own agenda here. Sometimes in relationships it does mean dishonesty or cheating. There's an emotional detachment here. We're not seeing the good. We're not getting wisdom here. There's a hand coming out of the clouds offering a cup, and we do not see it because we're too wrapped up in ourselves. And in Libras, we can be that way, really. Sometimes we're very sociable and happy and optimistic, but then sometimes when we don't get our way, we can not, we can't look at the bright side. We can't look at other alternatives. And so the Hermit, you can see he has a lamp and he's looking for guidance as well. But this is reversed. So we're so wrapped up in this ulterior motive or this agenda, and maybe this represents the actions of the situation that we're in or another person. And we're still trying to figure out what this person is about or what they're doing or what's going on. We don't like this. I don't think we're happy because of the secrets, or we don't know what's going on here. A man is stealing 5 swords. He's leaving 2. But this is definitely a card of looking out for yourself. Someone being very, not being straightforward or honest here, Libras. And we definitely do not like that. So moving into the present, or moving into the main energies of October, we have a man working hard on a project. Now, maybe this isn't about a relationship. This is about money and career. I think we're going to be very busy. I think that we're going to be overwhelmed, that these little 6 wands here are going to overwhelm us with our wand, and maybe we won't have control over things, and things are not going to be going as well as we'd hoped. But once again, it doesn't seem like the major arcana, we only have 3 out of the 9 cards that are major arcana. I think this is a situation, once we determine what we need to do, things are going to turn around for us, Libra. That this is about taking ownership, taking responsibility for ourselves, and once again standing our ground, keeping our boundaries, overcoming obstacles. We're not doing a good job of that. We won't be doing a good job of that. Hence the Sun. Now, the energy changes in the future. Maybe there is a battle or things that we're just going to let go. This is the card of letting go. The Moon is in the background here. The Moon is a card about our subconscious, and it's eclipsing the Sun a little bit. And that's interesting because the moon still receives light from the sun. So the sun may not be visible, the positive and the good may not be visible. But it's interesting that you have this moon in front of the sun. The moon doesn't have its own light. It receives its light from the sun. And maybe things for us will require a little introspection. And we're good at that, Libras. We're always living in our heads. And we may need to do this, walk away for introspection, walking away from a situation, especially if it's a relationship that's just not working. So the sun is still here. It's just not, it's just being eclipsed by the moon, partially eclipsed by the moon. But we can still get the light from the sun. We can always still receive the light from the sun. It's ever present. There might be clouds, there might be a moon. And tonight as I do this, there's actually a supermoon and a lunar eclipse, believe it or not, where the earth eclipses the moon. There's going to be a shadow of the earth on the moon. And I've been watching it on live feed, actually. So maybe this is relevant for us, Libra, in many different ways. So I think once we make this action, you see this card? These two cards are very closely related because you see this woman, when it's upright, 5 of Pentacles, it means feeling like you're a victim of circumstances. Everything bad always happens to you, right? And the woman is walking right past the doors of a church. She's walking right past help. She and this little boy are out in the cold, and there's help. This is supposed to be a sign of peace and clarity and help. A window shining a light, the stained glass of a church or shelter. And we're walking right past it. We should ask for help. Maybe we're no longer going to be shutting ourselves off. After we walk away, I think maybe we're going to walk towards help, support. Sometimes we cannot do things on our own. I think maybe we try to handle things on our own. It's us against the world. And sometimes that's can't always happen. Sometimes we can't take on everybody, and sometimes we cannot always handle every single problem on our own, Libra. So this is reversed. I think this is a really good sign because now we are no longer being a victim to circumstance. And maybe this is related to a work situation. That's very possible. Maybe we're trying to make a situation work, not just a relationship, but finances, career, and the fact that the pentacles are showing up. There's something in the material world we're trying to handle, and we haven't been seeking guidance. We've just been pouting, sitting by ourselves, being unhappy, not seeking guidance, throwing ourselves into the work, trying to manipulate or trying to make it work, not asking for help. It's us against the world. And it's not turning out the way we would hope. But I think judgment is showing there will be positive resolution here. Libras. So, Libras, we need to reach out. I think that's the biggest message going on here. Yeah. Seeking that inner guidance and allowing us to maybe get help from someone. because we can't do it alone. Now, the outcome card, I'm going to do 2 outcome cards. This has just been the trend for all of the readings, actually. So I'm going to do 2 outcome cards for us, Libra. Maybe 3, because it's our birthday month. October is our month. Okay, so let's see what happens for us. I'm going to cut the cards. Here we go. Whoa. Ace of Wands. Didn't this card try to pop out before? We take the wand in our hand. We still have the wand. It's been reversed here. We take it up here. But now this is a new beginning. You know, remember what I said about the Judgment card. You see the resurrection, the new life after this major event, this major change, this reconciling of things that decisions we've made in the past. And now it's a new beginning. Clouds. Clouds are very important here. There are clouds in the Judgment card. There are clouds here. Clouds where the cup is coming out of the clouds. Clouds are the firmament. Clouds are the air. And we're air signs, Libra, so clouds are very relevant to us. Out of this clarity, out of the air, we get help. We get support. And we didn't see it. And so now, the Judgment card, you know, out of the clouds comes judgment and events and a new beginning. And so now we go to the Ace of Wands, where we have a hand coming out of the clouds from decisions and clarity and new decisions. We get this new burst of inspiration that helps us. And our second card, oh my goodness, Ace of Cups. Oh my God, more clouds. Hand coming out of the clouds to offer us emotional fulfillment, connection with our intuition, falling in love. Wow, these are such strong cards for us, Libra. We're going to come out okay. This is amazing. That cup, remember, someone was offering a cup. Maybe someone was offering love and we were just turning our heads away. Huh? That hand coming out of the cloud offering a cup? Well, that hand is coming back to offer the cup. We're going to take the cup. We're going to find emotional happiness. There is, if you're looking for love, or if a relationship is not turning out the way you expect it to, we need to open our eyes here. And that hand is going to still offer. We're going to accept the cup, I think. Or we are going to find that love. We're going to find the love and the spiritual happiness here. So that is amazing that right at the beginning, the first card, we have that hand offering the cup out of the cloud. That there's love waiting for us. We're not alone here. And here it is again in its full element, that cup that we didn't see before. Now we see the cup and we're taking it. Amazing. And then the wands that were taken out of our hands here, when we finally take the wand, then that wand becomes a stronger force in our lives. So the cups and the wand, I think, will come back to us. That is amazing. That's really good. This is really a great reading for us, Libra. Wow. Excellent cards. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better outcome than this. A new love of life and a new love, ecstasy and inspiration. It's a new beginning for us after this judgment. Yay! Yay for us, Libra. I'm so happy. Yeah, the sun, things are not looking very bright right now as far as our outcome and what we want to have happen here, as shown by the Four of Cups, but it is going to turn out okay. We will get the wand in our hand and we will take that cup. Thank you very much. And so, Libra, that was our reading for October 2015. To all the Libras, happy birthday. Hope you have a wonderful month. Love and light to you. And I will see you next month.